Hello everyone, welcome back. Today, just thought we would admire this one that we painted because I went back, there was a piece of glue over here on the cover from the little wrapper that had came when it was brand new. So I actually went back and covered that glue spot with another little flower. Look how pretty the front page is now that you open the book and we have a front page here. So I was thinking we can flip that page and paint the next page. And I've pulled a color card from Color Cube Volume 2 by Sarah Renee Clark, card 346. And I thought blues and oranges would be fun because on that one that we painted way back here, the blues and oranges, I really love the way that was, and I feel like maybe revisiting that, but in a different color set. And so I've just pulled some of these little fusion paints back out because I like the colors. They're little acrylic paints in these bottles. I've pulled out a So Flat cadmium orange for the orange on here. I've pulled out Chesler, which is a blue, kind of right there. And I've pulled out Champness, Champness for that lighter blue. And I've pulled out a brown chocolate for kind of right in here, but maybe when I add a little white to it, we'll be closer to that. And I think I'm going to use, I've got Picket Fence, which is a white, but I think I'm going to use white gesso also. I like mixing gesso with the paints because it just makes them more spreadable. This is a double spread of watercolor paper. So I think I'm going to paint on this side today and this side later. I'm going to put a little bit of gesso over here on my page. And I like white and clear gesso. Clear lets the color be the same, but still makes it more spreadable. White gives me some of those color variations. And I've just got some Princeton Filbert brushes here, and maybe a catalyst wedge or a bowl scraper to help me kind of move that paint a little bit and just see where we can end up. So, I'm gonna paint this page, I think. Maybe I'll paint this page first, and then we'll be able to go there. Because I liked how on that other one we had a whole lot going on, and then we offset it with a color that was dominant but a little more simplistic. So I'm feeling like dominant simplistic. What do you think? I feel like that's where I'm going today. Good job. Let's do it. And definitely, see, it just makes it more spreadable and lets you really get that going. And I'm almost, this is my other catalyst wedge with, I've got several of those, but that's not the one I wanted. I wanted to kind of pull this out. I want a big abstract without it being like in your face over the top like some of these other ones we do. You know what I'm going to do? I know you know what I'm going to do because you saw it in the last one. Let's tape off this edge so I can get down to the edge without it getting on the other page. There we go. Up, of course, at the very end there. Look at that. There we go. Now I feel like I can get down in there. And I'm just using my wedge to scrape that around. And apparently this has got something stiff on it because it's pulling in some marks. But now that it did that, I kind of like that it pulled in some marks. So, you know, we're just going to let it do it. It's like some extra built-in mark making that we didn't even have to think about. And this paper's like really cottony, like it's cotton fiber. So I almost feel like we're kind of pulling that around too. I feel like I need my bowl scraper. I don't know what's on the edge of this, but man, it's paint. Let's just pick all that paint off. There we go. This is what I like about a silicone scraper. If you've got anything that's stuck on there from some other paint session, you can just take your nail or something and just scrape anything right off of your bowl scraper, and then it's a clean edge again. actually loving it, this being the more neutrally one. What are we thinking? Oh, I'm kind of feeling it. Because, crazy enough, look at how beautiful it has started out. So, maybe the other side is going to be our crazy throw everything in the kitchen sink in. I don't know. Kind of feeling like this has already started off as a completely gorgeous abstract that I kind of wanted, but didn't think we were going to go straight there. I love it when things come together in a crazy, interesting way. And yes, I just scrub and abuse my brushes, and they hold up like champs. Like, I'm serious. Like, I work these brushes hard, and for some reason, when I go to wash them, they just wash right out. They just straighten back out. They are amazing later, so I just don't even worry about the brushes. People ask, that's why I'm mentioning that. They're like, you are hard on those brushes, and I'm like, I am, but you know what, they take it. And because that's the way I like to paint, you know, sometimes having, you know, messed up brushes are interesting. So I just kind of figure, even if I do mess it up, it's just adding interest later. I'll have maybe some scrappy brushes and some good brushes. And eventually they might all be scrappy brushes. And at some point I buy new brushes, but it's not very often. So I don't feel like I'm always buying new brushes, because I'm not. Like, maybe every couple years I'll be like, maybe I want a new brush. But it's a while in between brush purchases. Okay, I feel like I need to kind of want to get the edge without going underneath. There we go. Okay, I love it. Let's go back with this blue. So I kind of feel like maybe some mark making in here just to add some fun, interesting things. And because I really like where we've taken the color, I almost want what I really love about these little furniture acrylic paints is they're matte, like the So Flats, but the colors are super cool. Whereas, you know, the regular So Flat paints, you know, you can mix up to get some interesting grayed down color, but they don't start off that way. And I like it sometimes when you can just be like, that's the color I love, look at that, and just kind of go with it. Now I'm kind of adding some darkness in here for some contrast, because I think it needs it a little bit. Ooh, let's set that in the water, kind of let it be doing its thing. I'm loving where this went. I'm kind of wondering, I finally found where my clay tool with the sharp edges, and we can kind of use these to kind of do like some mark making and dragging through the paint and just seeing like what can we create as some extra texture. So I like that. We could come in with some charcoal, or not charcoal, some mark making with pastels and stuff. Let's put that where I won't forget where it's at. I don't know, are we there? Do I need to add any stencil work to it? I'm feeling like this one could be there, and it was actually a really pretty fast paint day. Oh, I feel like this one, we didn't put any orange in here though. Did I need to go back and add some orange? Kind of feel like we're there though. All right, so, and sticking to our color palette without the orange, I think that was pretty fantastic. So we could come back over here and do something abstract-y but with some orange to pull that in. So kind of feeling like some other color needs to be dominant rather than the blue. So we'll see, that'll be the next video. But for today, kind of feel like I'm there on this lovely, just abstract texture piece. So I hope you enjoyed creating this abstract today, and we'll see where we go when we get to this page over here, and I'll see you guys next time.